for style, adventure, and endless energy. Everything you're looking for is here.
Heed the call of your innermost desires. Advance without fear. Navigate as your heart dictates. Robust power.
We are live. Well, great. That's cool. The transition didn't work properly. Okay.
And overcome it.
I'm probably gonna make more channel point rewards.
Have a cup of coffee to jumpstart your day. Whenever you feel lost, you can always come back here for a cup of coffee.
Get like I got some good luck in like thingy now. I feel like this is gonna get rid of all my luck and then this. I think I mean by HSR. Okay. Get early lighter, that'd be cool. Alright, the event thing. And that's like another single. Sure.
How can I help? Time for some hard labor?
Ready and waiting.
Huh? Is something the matter?
Awaiting further instructions.
I'm here, so we're good.
I've got your back.
Yar. Maybe. Fast. Burn here. Be an emerald lighter. Not so hard to ask for. Really? I think so. Drop some money on this. Depends though. Depends. Something responsible I must be doing today.
Time for some hard labor?
Please forgive me for stealing the moonlight.
In terms of actual events, yeah, that's it. That's all of 1.7. Stage. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna start maxing out Hugo.
Resistance is futile.
Then tomorrow, I'll probably just do Miyabi core skill. So I can get to core F. Because I've been thinking about it for a good while now. And maybe there's more appeal to getting core F on Miyabi than there is. Or than I thought there was.
Waste of time. I slip. Once again, victory shall be mine. Correct? I'll take the mark.
Oh yeah, right. Lycon. I just remembered. I mean, I'm getting things out of the way now, which is good. And then, you know what? Just thought about this now, but I'm probably gonna spend my double drops on getting pre-pump for like time pieces. I most likely will. I probably should. Right. That's level 60, or at least like enough for thinking.
Time for some hard labor?
I wish you a fabulous day.
That's it. Army versus I had to get like the the materials for it. And get him to core E. I'm not too worried about. Actually, it might be a bit. Core F is kind of insane. I have to go for it. Okay.
Please forgive me for stealing the moonlight.
Maybe Hugo imparts me like another 3 S rank so I can get like thinking. No? Okay. Get an M2 lighter would be great. My account. Logistics shop. Tomorrow's gonna be Shiyu. Yeah, Shi tomorrow. It's also live stream tomorrow as well. That's kind of hype. I can't really do mono thingy. Okay. Got to do like a run of thingy, right? Right. So I've been so well behaved, not in like by not doing any disc grind whatsoever. No way.
Gotcha now.
The Drax recent findings really annoyed me. So you mean to tell me that Ben Skaden is near worthless to the point where it's okay if you have like a defense piece, but what's the point of running defense if there's little to no benefit in running defense? More importantly, why is it that attack scaling just ends up being infinitesimally better when it comes to something like same Mindscape 4? These additional damage modifiers are not that good. It's crazy. And by crazy, I mean by crazy bad.
The morning air is like a soothing melody, truly unforgettable. joy that this delicious composition brings.
To be
It's truly remarkable. Come back again soon.
it already solidifies how bad this guy, how bad Ben actually has it as a character. On paper, he sounds strong. On paper, he sounds strong. In actual execution, or when you actually have your hands on him, he is not. Like, it's crazy how undertuned he is. Now, to say that he, okay, both of these guys, both Corin and Tim are like, she's just like, no way. The better way to describe it. So, found out that the BC effect does get affected by crit damage, but it's near negligible because of the fact that it's essentially halved and incremented in damage, to the point where there's barely there's little to no benefit compared to the likes of like Pano Engine, which hasn't been changed, and this is most likely the final beta, so I guess that's just Pan for now. And well, a crit engine in general. What's even worse about this is that defense scaling is not as good as we thought it was. Defense scaling is not as good as we thought it was. Because most of these multipliers, although pretty significant, I mean, to be fair, it's fine if you have like at 6, it's better to run attack. But if you try to do defense, you get a pretty significant like increase in damage, sure. But everything else, that's literally your ultimate and by proxy your dodge counter too, and quick assist, becomes significantly weaker. To the point where there's way more fall off than it should be. If you want using fire damage bonus or like pen ratio. I mean, attack would work better, but why? God, I don't think we're considering this or this as that important. But these two are like the most important things, and by proxy, this sort of. Actually, no, it's these two are the most important things in this kit. Priority, basic attack. Yeah, sure. When Mindscape is 6. Yeah, definitely. Sure. Only if needed, assist. Yeah, the one time you use a defensive character that just negates, or like, essentially, uses the, yeah. 5-star. Yeah, they are cool. They're cool.
Time for some hard labor?
I was wrong about Ben. But yeah, we had Rack had recently had some findings about Ben. It's worse. It's worse than we thought. It's worse. He needs to have a rework. He has to have a rework, and we know that he should be having a rework. Because I repeat this point a lot. These two characters
Starlight, it's time to shine.
sort of got a rework. I say sort of, in terms of Lost Void. They have unique gear.
Time for some hard labor?
This guy needs one. Yeah. Case in point, I'll explain a couple of things, right? This Wenjin is garbage. It sucks. It's not good. This passive, nothing, it doesn't matter. This is just a nothing burger. Especially because it does nothing for this. I'll tell you one thing. He has to. The thing is, we don't know if he is. All we know in terms of leaks, and I say that with like, you know, quotation marks, is that Ellen's most likely gonna rework. I say Ellen is most likely gonna rework because she's been rumored to have a rework, right? Ben, on the other hand, is not one of those characters, but It sort of works. I say sort of works, right? You get attack scaling. But it's worse than getting attack because the only appeal to it is if you want to use M2 or his signature. And M2 is basically just 300% damage from like his block counter. If you get like a block counter. It's great. It looks great on paper. But the scaling sucks. The scaling genuinely sucks. Even worse, there's almost no appeal to building towards defense. Because, as I mentioned... Well, actually, no. I should probably say this. This shield is worthless. It's near worthless. It's great for, like, making sure you save yourself from a hit. But it's just a hit. Compared to the likes of Seth's shield, which is pretty significant. Pretty significant, right? And Seth skills from attack. On top of that, you know what Seth gets? I'm looking for Seth right now. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? There he is. He gets a whole effect and buffs annoying proficiency by 90 towards the entire team. The entire team. He also gets to have good mods. 2k here. 2k here. 4k here if I max this out. Or no, 4.7k here if I max it out. Ben's ones are not that great. Now, there's appeal. There's appeal to using Pan Wenjin, and yeah, it is basically his best in slot. Funny how the next defense character that's conveniently a bear is also like his best in slot W engine, because this doesn't provide anything. This actually does not give us any. This does not provide anything whatsoever. What's insanely good about him is the fact that he's the only character that has an interrupt. That's not Miyabi. An active interrupt. That's not Miyabi or Evelyn using chain attacks. He's the only character that can actively interrupt from like an EX special. If you block counter. If you block counter. His playstyle is really fun, but for the fact that he's A, slow, B, his EX his EX special can be costly if you do both the EX special and the follow-up. His combo is like the worst combo in the game if you exclude the fact that it has pretty good iframes. Because of the fact that it A does not give him any like anomaly whatsoever, and it doesn't provide. It's slow, so you may think this is pretty good compared to say, let's see who I max out combo on. Probably like. Compared to something like maybe Lucy or again Seth. It sounds okay. It sounds fine. But we have to realize that we're playing Ben here. Granted, we can just quick assist with Lucy if we put him next to Ben. If we put her next to Ben. Which is great. Which is great. But if there's no supportive capabilities, little to no supportive capabilities, and the fact that he can pretty much be built to sponge damage, in which you don't have to build him with defense, you could just build him with attack, because guess what? If you time his block counter right, he's completely invulnerable to all damage. And he can stagger enemies. There's no point in giving him defense. It provides nothing, it does nothing. It provides nothing, it does nothing. He can scale slightly higher than average. I say slightly higher than average. No, he scales like more like higher, above average when it comes to his attack scaling. Because you can just cheat a bit with like attack and defense substats if you get lucky enough. If you get lucky enough, that is. But zero appeal to building towards defense. As a main stat. As a main stat. No one's gonna use BC unless you just want to survive a little more. And even then, it's a game where we just spam not spam dodge. It's a game where we time dodges and read, like, you know, enemy patterns. So there's little to no appeal in, like, dodging or trying to tank moves. And on top of that, the only worthwhile thing here is just a crit rate. That's in his additional ability. And it's just crit rate. Seth gives you a whole 90 anomaly proficiency. No, scratch that. It's way higher than that, actually. 100 proficiency. 100 anomaly proficiency. And he reduces anomaly build-up res to all enemies if he uses a charge attack. Or it's enhanced basic. Does this sound unfair to you? Because it totally is. It totally is. The scaling sucks. Both crit and defense scaling. And the fact that there's, like, little to no appeal in giving him his Wenjin. So, and you can't, and what, no, I'm gonna repeat Pete's again. I'm gonna start repeating repeating points again. I'm gonna start repeating myself again. Case in point, Mindscape suck. They don't really do any, well, this is okay. Well, it's whatever. This is whatever, but this is like his best one, and even then, it just does more. Like even then, it's better with attack, not with defense. It's better with attack. Yeah, this is his only worthwhile Mindscape. Everything else just sucks. I mean, outside of these two anyway, they're just like +2 to like your skills, whatever. But these three just suck. Rework him, please. Please rework him. It wouldn't kill to have like another good fire support. Or in this case, if you scale him with defense and you want him to scale off with defense, turn him into a rupture agent. And by rupture agent, I mean by something like Use 1 anyway. Because you know what Use 1 scales off of? HP, crazy, I know. And she's nuking, like, great. And she gets a nuke, right? I know she's a DPS agent. She is a DPS agent. Ben's a support agent, but there's no support. But there's no appeal to bid on him as support, unless you're exceedingly desperate or you're doing a no pull account. Otherwise, if you've done a no pull account and you've been here since like 1.2 whatever,
Good day. Looking for
Is it time to clock out?
you have a whole different comp you can run and not use Ben. You are completely fine if you don't use Ben, unless you're actually desperate. Even then, you're more or less focused on, if you want to flex, maybe just drag Ben, whatever. Ben's great as a DPS agent. Or as like hypercarry DPS. That's like the best thing he can do with him. Do you use Biddy? I do use Biddy, yes. What's from time to time? I use him like flex tape comp, and by flex tape I mean by Nicole Astra. I use him in that comp.
I have 2 guns, so
Speaking of which,
How can I help?
Starlight, it's time to shine.
sort of. Be fine. Okay. Terrible though, terrible. Don't have Astra. I mean, you're fine with if you have like something like Chingy and then Nicole. I mean, you get his additional ability either way. Okay, I suppose. I mean, I need to replace this piece with somebody else. Who could I use? Whomst? It's... I have like a piece here somewhere. No? The attack's kind of really low. Don't know Tinky either. Do you? Okay.
I have 2 guns, so double the accuracy.
Let me ask you something. Do you have either of the following?
I'm here, so we're good.
I have all the Sun Agents. My bad. I don't know. It doesn't look. It's not a good look for me. Do you either have lighter, trigger, or chingy? If you have trigger, then you have somebody that you can use. You have someone you can use. Or, I mean, you have Pokra. And you better have like M6 to her, because you're a bit of a simp for her. I know you are. I remember that clearly. If you do, then you should be okay-ish. Yeah, okay, well, you have Pokra. You have to have M6 to her. You have to have. Okay, support. If you should have Pokra. You have to have Pokra.
Pick me, and I promise you'll learn big.
You have Nicole. You have Nicole at M6. You have to have Nicole at M6. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? Free to play comp works. So, Billy, Anby, Nicole. You're fine.
Just think about it. Do it.
You'll be okay. You're fine. You're okay.
So double the accuracy.
Anby, Poker, and M6 Nicole. Yeah.
How can I help?
Just run Billy, Anby, Nicole. You're fine.
Is the concert pick? Ooh, we really harmonize.
I need to mash there or not. Because I saw like DPSCs is actually a fun idea that I could try out, but I need to max out skills for it.
It's my turn. Starlight Knights, assemble! Right in. I got you. Careful. Feel the power of Starlight.
Okay, yeah, I need another defensive 8. This is... Yeah, it's not that good.
How can I help?
Tempted. Okay, I only have like Billy. Yeah, let me test this out. Let me test this out.
Don't just ease the con. Let's make a grand entrance.
Flex tape on Ben Comp. Oh, wait. Oh, no, I'm good. Yeah, I get 12% crit rate. They need to buff the hell out of him. Just make him as good as Set. Or like Pan, because Pan's like effects are like insane.
first, team.
This song is dedicated to the world.
Wings like he hopped. I'm just testing out like Ben flex tape comp.
Alright, I'll take the mic.
Try this.
Tough luck. What's this?
End of the line. Just try me.
Behave yourself.
I'll take care of it.
Though kind of heat though. Nice thing is that I do get
The weak spot. Draw.
Tough luck.
We did it.
Gotcha.
End of the line.
Now's our chance. Behave yourself.
I'll take care of it. Try this.
Lose yourself in the music. This won't hurt much.
Try this.
I'll eat everything.
It's authorized personnel only. I'll take it.
This song is dedicated to the world.
nice.
You asked for it.
I'll take care of it. The weak spot.
Just leave it to me. Gotcha.
Try this.
I want to play this game.
Try this. Just try me. The weak spot. End of the line. End of the line. End of the line.
The pleasure's all yours.
I'll wrap things up here. Take care of it.
That's cool. Okay. And yep, cool. Yippee! Yeah, resistance is not that great. But 20k is doable. 20k is doable with with flex tape comp. Yeah, there it is. That's the name. It's flex tape. Yeah, GameStop gaming. TLDR graphics card issue. Not like it's an actual graphics card issue. It's just the fact that certain graphics cards are a bit weird with this game. I have one of those cards, so it's best believe not a fun experience.
Take care of it.
Back at it again.
End of the line. Try this.
Nice try. Right back at
The
you.
weak spot.
Getting 30k here.
Catch you in the next life. Tough luck.
I'll take care of it.
Now's our chance.
We did it. A weak spot.
GP's kit did get mostly leaked. To give you the rundown, not as good as Lighter. Lighter is still on top as the premier fire ice stun agent.
Time for some hard labor.
She's great in terms of general comps as well, so she's a really good slotting for those that don't have trigger, particularly because of the fact that she buffs ult damage and crit damage as well. Yeah, both ult and crit damage she both buffs. Her aftershock is also a bit different too. It doesn't cost any energy or like, well, it could anyway. It just depends how we by the time like we get the live stream about how she works, whatever. But as far as we know, just as good as Trigger, not as good as Lighter. Oh yeah, right. I'd break. Getting okay, we're back now. Sorry about that. Oh, I haven't seen that in a while. Starting back to caring about Boba again. Yeah, to reiterate, if you missed out what I said, not as good as Lighter, as good as Trigger, particularly because she is an aftershock unit, and she actively buffs ultimate damage and crit damage from all of her teammates. Now, there's two characters that benefit from both ult damage and crit damage as well. Well, sort of for like the other one, but the one that we're all thinking about is like, yeah, that's the best in slot. Yizhuan and Pan Yinhu. Pan does get mega buffed by him. Pan basically mega buffs Yizhuan. Jufufu is literally just there to literally give her extra decibels, and on top of that, buff her both her like ultimate damage and crit damage. Which, by the way, the 4-piece is now Lighter's best in slot. So either way, he still ends up being better than Jufufu. You just have to like replace his 4-piece with like 2-piece shock start and then 4-piece new set. Because he still buffs crit damage. Team-wide as well.
Wanna see the red scarf?
Anyway, more importantly. I've always had this kind of event. Alright, well, lots of 50-50, so I can't really go for lighter right now. And I don't think I'm farm enough pause. I have to get lighter in another rerun. Still, you can always just go for Juvufu. That should be fine. You have plenty of time anyway. By the way, I've had this event, like, I think... since 1.1. Yeah. It's safer to go for Jufufu. But, if you're going for Jufufu, you are missing out on Astra, if you really want Astra. Because it's most likely that Astra reruns with Yijuan and not Jufufu. Unless you're not looking to get thingy, Yijuan. Or no, unless you're not looking to get, like, Astra, then whatever. It's up to you, really. So, like, overtuned, I swear. I could, okay, hypothetically, I could try out Flexape on Caesar. The main issue is I do need to max out her core skills, and I have to max out some of her skills too. Because the comp in mind uses a crit engine. Actually, you know what? Oh no, yeah, DPS Caesar is going to be way better now. Okay, yeah, she gets hypercharged. That's annoying. She gives herself 1000 attack. Astra gives you attack base 30%, like 30% of like Astra's attack, which is like basically 1200, 1000 here. Oh. Yeah, 1200 here. 1000 from thingy. Caesar. 25% defense. Yeah, Caesar's just getting hypercharged. DPS Caesar or DPS Ben?
Is the concert starting?
Stat wise, actually mods wise, Caesar's a bit on the low side. But the unfortunate thing is though, Caesar is a stun agent mostly, all by name. Because you know what she ends up getting? Impact. Something useful. Morning. Anyway, just like ranting about Caesar again. I'm gonna look into her mods and see how good it is. Right, special is a bit important. Let me look at that. As high. Her ultimate is... Okay, well... we're looking down to like 12. Okay, her ultimate has like better mods, but it's a bit slow. Yeah, there's a build to actually run DPS Caesar, because she does hypercharge herself as well. She does hypercharge herself. She gives herself 25% damage towards all enemies. If she does like a parry or her enhanced basic, which costs like an assist skill, which costs like an assist point, which doesn't matter. Yeah, and of course the 1000 attack. She can run in like flex tape comp really well. I've seen, I mean, today's stream, Katie was just testing out flex tape comp. I think I saw her get like almost 40k. I think 40-50k on like Typhoon. On M0 with like a crit engine. Again, she is a stun agent because she gets impact here. Well, again, I mean, not literally a stun agent. She's just one in all but name. Just because of the fact that she gives you like a really good shield.
We fighting? Take me.
It's so bleak for Ben. But I will say this though, Ben does have an easier time of running as a DPS agent purely because of lighter. Now, the problem is he doesn't have any appeal to running Astra if you don't like running him next to Nicole. But even then, once you run these two together, everybody becomes a DPS agent. Trigger becomes a DPS. Sorry, I was actually going to say like a DPS agent, but not like that. Polkro could hypothetically become a DPS agent. But she only does Aftershock. Maybe there's appeal for like downtime with Polkro, and then you just use Aftershock when you just do combo with Nicole.
Me, and I promise you'll learn big.
Maybe. Either way though, this comp is like stupid. A little more stupid now, especially when Vivian's out and about. And by out and about, I mean by in the meta. I shouldn't be talking about meta. I should be like in a non-meta viewpoint. Still, Bench can't use Astra if you want to run him in like his best comp. Not saying that Lucy is bad though. Lucy's still great. She is the best support agent in the entire game.
Ooh, we really harmonize.
Even with just 3 support agents in general. But Matt's got work to do, so he's just probably lurking now.
Time for some hard labor?
Yeah, I don't think we could just like run DPS Ben or like Astra. It's not feasible. And it's sad too, because you know the only time these two work together, it's only whenever you have Evelyn or not. Or if you really feel comfortable running Soldier 11. Which is fine. You can run either one. But if we compare the two together, and if you have her already, then there's little to no appeal to actually running her compared to Evelyn. Case in point, I had to make a demonstration. Let's just go to Shiyu and like just run Lighter's best comp
Good day, Proxy.
as a pure stun agent.
I'll protect you from any danger.
We going to be Wenjin from Billy. Okay.
Asset confirmed. It's my duty to protect the asset.
It's a bit weird. Oh, right, yeah, Ash was the fault. I forgot. Doesn't matter what Bang B you run anyway. I have like almost every single one maxed out. Not every single one, but almost every single S rank maxed out. Screw it up. I was trying to show how like easy it is to just run like Evelyn with Astra and Lighter. Yeah, mobs are dead in like one cycle. You would just get like if you just like do it right in quick succession, you're fine, and that's it. You just.
I'll protect you, Miss Yang.
Look at that, you get like.
Don't miss an opportunity.
It was like done thinking. Skill issuing, skill issuing.
My time to shine.
I'll protect you, Mithya.
Cool. Yippee. Bro, please fix this for like 2.0. Just fix it. I know it's going to be like a large scale update. I'd rather you just fix the technical side of things, because for some reason you just hate a 4070 in the piece, like run this game. Please do, Mr. Y. Please do, Mr. Genuine. Please fix the game. And it's not a good look for me, just for someone that's literally just both an Asher and Evelyn have her. Or technically like an everyone have her. That's not Grace or Nekomata. Even though I should be using Kaleda. But what am I like?
My time to shine.
It's dangerous. Please stay behind me.
Gotcha now.
Nothing breaches my defense. Don't cross the line. The best defense is a strong offense.
I pledge my honor!
Let our souls resonate.
Nothing breaches my defense.
Good up. It could have been better. I look stupid.
Won't betray your
Not bad, not bad.
precision set. Don't cross the line.
There it is.
Nothing breaches my defense. Nothing slips through my defense.
I pledge my honor! Gotcha!
That would be insane.
Let our souls resonate.
Don't cross the line. Nothing reaches my defense.
The magic of music.
You have no means of escape.
That's the minute clip. Be really good for this though. 5 extra seconds, and I can literally just like shave like an entire. I literally got this guy in one cycle. But yeah. Sad how that's the only comp that's like Lighter's best comp so far. A bit sad. And you know what? I just hope they rework Ben so that there's either more appeal to the supportive capabilities or there's more appeal to the DPS capabilities. Because for somebody at his stature and his speed, there should be a trade-off for it. There really should be. Because this doesn't make sense. This is weak. This is weak too, so it makes little, so there's little to no appeal to doing any of this, to even using this in the first place. other than block with Ben. Share damage? Make him a sponge, maybe? I don't know. Anything more useful.
How can I help?
Yeah, I actually might just make that video. I've been holding off from it like for a good while. Low-key might. Do you know what? I think... It's gonna be a bit hectic though if I do it now. In between the week. Or in between next week or so. I don't have time for Saturday. I have time for Sunday. None for Monday and Tuesday because I do game dev then. And I have to focus on my project. I like AI. Sometimes I kind of wish I could just like have the ideal video format I have and just like manifest it in my hands right now and then upload it to YouTube. Cause I really don't want to do editing, but I feel like I must. I probably have to. You know, I think I should do like some live video editing here. Maybe. Are you up for it? Who's up for like a first attempt at video editing? You know what? Let me just change thinking. Title updates actually. Okay. I might as well try to do like a live editing. Just do some editing here and there. Could be fun. Because I feel like I've just kind of, you know, been holding this off for a while. Like, it's a fun idea. Yeah, I mean, I'm streaming now. Game content. Okay, I'm going to add a new capture. That's not it. Okay. Just do like screen share something? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe some, you know, we'll have some music in the background as well. I've got to be a bit weird though. What up? It's not it. Okay. Listen. I'm really confused. So That's Control D, but it centered it now. It's upgrading. Yeah.
It's now free to sell on eBay. eBay.
This is updating. Let me restart this. Okay, this is a bit loud. Hold up. Wait, 1 second. I can't hear myself. Ugh. Okay, I can hear myself now. Okay, well, CapCut isn't working properly. Yeah. There it is. Gotcha. This is actually this isn't good. I just realized. I might get copyrighted for this. That's sad. Never mind. It's fine. Whatever. It happens to the best of us. Oh, no, that's us. Okay. I'm. I know I'm going. I actually don't know where I'm going with this, but two things work. The music works, so the plugin works, and I have to make a new playlist for Thingy, like just non copyrighted music. I'll be careful next time. Okay. We'll come to it in like another day or so. But a bit silly. I'm a bit stupid. I'm a bit dumb. Okay, I'm probably going to mute that one segment then. I mean, there's nothing happening today. Tomorrow's literally the live stream, so there's something. So there's pretty much something worthwhile to wait for tomorrow, really. And then I might do an attempt for M1 lighter, possibly M2 if I get lucky enough. I say possibly anyway, but who knows? I'm not that fortunate in getting like 2 S ranks in one go. But you know, it is what it is. I mean, I do my events like day 1 and then finish all of it in one day, whatever. Okay, you know what? Tell you what, I thought about this now. I might not do a stream on the 6th, but I will do one the day after. I'll be free by it then, and I can actually just focus purely on 2.0 for Zenless. I will be a bit like preoccupied with the Switch 2 though. So that's one thing. Anyway, I have to okay, I have to start thinking about how I want to edit the video, but I do need to focus on my projects as well, so my game dev stuff. I feel like I've been imposing a couple of things on me, so it's between finding time for the game dev thing and then finding time for like the video idea, because I do want to make one. I just have to like think about how to conceptualize it. Or I'd start editing there, because like it's mostly just been clear videos I've been doing. Nothing like, well, commentary wise. Eventually though, I mean, I might try and hop around arc like advice here and there, and then probably get like a good idea on what I want to do, or like have some help with scripting. Otherwise I probably need to go and edit out some segments and make sure that I can be copyrighted for, make sure I don't get struck for thingy.